Hello and welcome to another Xmas Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today it's time for a Christmas beer. Well, so it says anyway. And like most of us, we like to get Arsed. So from the Direct Beers Company, got it picked up last weekend at the Simply Christmas show down at the Birmingham NEC. And yeah, Arsed. This brewery makes some very interesting beers. Dog Piss is one. Shit Faced, Knobhead, Big Cock, Dandelion and Bird Shit, and also Bullshit. So, you know, they obviously like their version of different named beers, shall we say. Right, this is rather chilled. So, because it is chilly in here. I mean, at the moment I've got the fire on, it's up to about 17 degrees. But I do intend to start taking beers up the house and doing them in the house. All but IPAs, you know, the Goldens, ciders and lagers I'll keep down here. Hopefully they won't blow when it gets really cold. So Arsed is a strong and full flavoured, golden coloured, I can't read what that says, oh, India Pale Ale. Combining a pale and balanced of both fruity and dry hops. So it's got a good best before date on it as well, 11/21 next year, so good date. So let's crack it open. It's actually quite nice in here. Now the temperature's got up, it's alright, you know. One needs to get clean glasses, but when I'm in the house I can do that because they're there in front of me. When I've come to the shed I just can't be bothered to go all the way back to the house just to get a clean glass. I mean, all the way back to the house is like a 20-second walk up the path, but you know. So should we call that an amber pour? Hazy at the moment, unless that's just a cold in the glass, you know. White head, good carbonation and lacing. Very citrusy aromaed. But quite a nice citrus aroma. I do apologise for that stupid battery on the floor. I'm charging it and it's still bleeping. God knows what sort of it. Quite a strong, smack in the face citrus taste. 4.9%, a good strength, you know. Anything above 5, yeah, about 4.9 and above 5, you know, that's where you want to be at. I don't want to be drinking some stuff at 3%, although I did a review earlier this week, that Champion Mile, 3.2%, and wow, the taste in that is amazing. So it can be done, you know. Obviously the alcohol content isn't amazing, but the taste was bang on. So it's Saturday night, we're in the middle of our decorating purge at the moment, and I've just finished off the decking yesterday, put 3 concrete flatbeds around the house, all to stop anything getting in my house ever again, and make it less scary for me, you know, even though, you know, I'm not really scared, it's just that it got into my head, and it's my way of dealing with it, you know, but I'm making it as awkward as possible for anything else getting ever again. And then obviously Christmas is coming up. We love our decorations up early. I don't give a monkeys what other people say. Some of these bar humbugs, they'll put them up 3 days before Christmas, and they moan if other people have done it, you know, before the beginning of December. And for me, I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. If I want them up in November, I will put them up in November. I mean, if people have got them up from September onwards, then that's a little bit early. And maybe even October, yeah, that's a little bit early. But November, if it's good enough for the councils all around the UK to put theirs up, then it's good enough for anybody else, and that's the way I see it. If shops have got their Christmas decks up, then why aren't you at home? You know, it makes you feel happy. You come in at night, you know, it gets you all festive. All the Christmas films are on TV, and you know, as a person who had some interesting Christmases when he was younger, for my kids, you know, and my family, I embrace Christmas. You know, you go to Disney World in Orlando, Walt Disney World, and also Disneyland Paris, I suppose. But they've got Christmas shops there. You walk around, it's like, wow, you know, fills you with, it's something to look forward to. Your house full of Christmassy stuff, you know. And even if you can't afford to buy good presents for Christmas, you know, it's nice to come home and embrace it, you know. There are good people in the world, you know. And it is a story of fate. I don't know if I've already shared this story, but in my present workplace, we've been going through sweeper drivers. There's basically, on the site I am, we've got extra staff at the moment, but the core staff are a handyman, a gardener, i.e. me, and a sweeper driver, i.e. cleansing person. And we've gone through a few just recently. But anyway, the lady who's an ex-prison warden, I could tell she was going to struggle. You know when people aren't going to last. Even though they say, oh, I love this job, but you know. And mother-in-law was at bingo, you know. And how the hell they got onto the fact that I was at the Arboretum in Nottingham. And, oh, yeah. And this bloke says, yeah, I know him, Little Billy. And I think, okay, Little Billy. No, that's shite. But anyway. And that bleeping's getting up my tits. Pardon my French. But anyway. He says, yeah, I know Little Billy. And he says, I'm getting laid off at Christmas. This bloke did to the mother-in-law. Anyway, she tells me the week later, and I says, yeah, and I knew that this woman probably wouldn't last. So I says, well, get his details for me. Who is he? So I looked up this bloke on the internet, thinking that's the name she gave me. And it was another city council worker, strangely enough, who works in Market Square, strangely enough. But it wasn't him. And then she told me his name. I looked him up and I thought, oh, right, okay. So anyway, this woman did quit. I told my boss and basically said he's the ex-council, he knows how to drive a sweeper, blah, 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 blah. And he got the job. And now, you know, obviously the sweeper's still playing up, but, you know, that's mechanics in this world. They do play up, don't they? But he's absolutely over the moon. And fate played a massive part there, you know. A time machine couldn't put those pieces together in a way that they fell. It fell right for this person. And he is now in this job, and he's a very strong character as well, so he's not somebody who's going to be pushed about. And that's what the place needs. It needs somebody who will speak out, but who's, you know, fair with it. And, yeah. And an ally, which is always good. And wow, it's a strange world, isn't it? You know, sometimes things fall together in the most unlikely of circumstances. You know, for that person and his wife, you know, it's great. Just before Christmas, to have a full-time job, permanent job, and on fuck's sakes, and on an area. That bleeping, I'm sure you can hear it because it's getting on my nerves. Yeah, in an area where it's the job he likes to do, sweeping and cleansing, you know. It's not an area that interests me in the slightest, but yeah. And yeah, it's great, you know, amazing. Anyway, back to the drink. So we're at Arsed. Still quite hazy. I presume it's the cool of the shed more than anything. Although the fire's on 3 bars now, and I'm well warm. In fact, if I didn't have all this bloody hot tub rubbish in here, and all this Christmas rubbish, I could sit in here, put TV on, watch a Marvel film, with the fire on, sit here and get drunk and be merry. But I'm too much of a family person, so I sit up the arse and, watch the wife's, films that she puts on, all the lovey-dovey stories, and you watch them and you think, oh, for God's sakes. But at least she's not watching Coronation Street and Emmerdale and all that, rubbish. It is dire, some of the stuff that happens. So for me, this is absolutely perfect cold. This hot tub at the side of me, don't know if it makes some noises when it starts getting warm. Freaks me out. Yeah, at cold, this is absolutely beautiful. Those citrus flavours with a little bit of hops really come through. And to say it's only a 4.9%, it absolutely punches well above its weight. Feels to me like something between a 6 and 7%er. I'm really feeling it. I'm not drunk or like that, but I can feel the strength in the ABV. Oh, I'm going to kill you in a minute. Yeah, you're going to die. So as I'm lifting it up, I can see the carbonation inside, and the lacing really going up. So really good. Nice to see some Christmas beers out there. That's part of what made me get it, something Christmassy themed. And to be fair, because of its taste elements and also the strength, it's a nice Christmas beer. The wife went to Beer and Bargains yesterday, and I've been to Tesco's today, but we haven't seen anything at Tesco's. Waitrose was the Waitrose we went to. It was closing down, so sadly they'd hardly got any beers in. I picked the best of what was there. Still cost me 30 quid though. Jesus mother, 8 quid for one bottle of beer. That review's coming soon, and I'll tell you now, I know it's going to be a top 10 beer review without a shadow of a doubt. But you'll have to watch the Waitrose video for that. But yeah, lovely. And Beer and Bargains have got Brewdolf and Bar Humbug in as Christmas beers. So I'm going to re-review Brewdolf. I reviewed it last year, wasn't quite impressed as a Christmas beer, but it was a blonde ale. So I suppose not every Christmas beer has to be a dark beer. I mean, next weekend I'm going to Sadler's Brewery for a brewery tour. Yes, looking forward to that. 2 free pints, a ploughman's lunch, and then I'm going to raid the shop. I'm going to buy whatever I can buy. Different bottles. I'm hoping they've got a shed load of bottles there that I can get. But I don't want to be spending 20 quid on a keg when I only want really a bottle. But we'll see. But I'm hoping. There's a word that rhymes with anchor, starts with a W. And that's that behind me. And now I've lost my flow. But yeah, Christmas pudding stout. Sadler's make a Christmas pudding stout. And I'm not joking. It's one of the best stouts out there. So, if you get the chance, if you see it anywhere to buy, get yourself not one bottle, 2 or 3 bottles. Damn worth it. And drink it warm. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Watch a Christmas film, get yourself a pint of that and neck it. I'm talking myself into buying a keg of that Bar Humbug now, because that stuff, I love that, even though it's not as strong as it used to be. I don't know why they dropped the ABV down, it just pees me off, but I know it's all to do with the government and their thing to stop people drinking. But hey, in life, MPs drink whiskey and that all the time on a free bar in the House of Commons. So what gives them the right to dictate to the rest of the country what you should and what you should not drink? I'm not having none of that rubbish. Well, that's why I do beer reviews. Oh, absolute quality. Gotta say it. For an IPA, and I've drank a lot of IPAs, and some, the wishy-washy, the boring, and words like traditional, pleasant come out. And this, we're at Arsed. For one beer, I'm feeling it. And yet, it's only 4.9%. So the taste in there really has you know, hit home. And the funny thing is, there's no barcode on it. Look at that, no barcode. I didn't think it was legal to sell something without a barcode. No, fair play to them though. Oh, so that was lovely. Amber pour, hazy, hazy amber, and I'm sure there's bits of fruit in it because, well, that or it's my dinner. Yeah, amber pour, hazy, white head, great carbonation and lacing, citrus taste, citrus aroma rather, and citrus on the taste, but immense citrus taste. One of the best tasting citrusy beers that I've had. That, when it's cold, is immense. And this is the thing about temperature. Temperature, you know, this is where all beers, in my opinion, should have what you taste, what you see, what you smell. What Shepherd and Neem do it on theirs, and a lot of other companies do it. But also, most importantly, what's the temperature you should drink it at? Because the temperature dictates how good the beer can taste. This, the temperature it was in here, which was about 4 or 5 degrees, fridge temperature, shall we say, tasted absolutely fantastic. So on its day, this is an amazing tasting beer. So out of 5 then, I'm going to give it a 4.6. Just outside of the top 10 category, but knocking on the door. Absolutely immense. One of the best IPAs. And like the bottle says, rat arsed. Oh, you know what? I feel like getting rat arsed tonight. I might pour myself a small glass of prune juice wine and get rat arsed and get on that toilet. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon. Oh, I still ate Lee.